The Internal Revenue Service, IRS, is facing a wave of layoffs, disproportionately impacting workers with less than a year of service, as the looming tax deadline casts a long shadow over the agency's workforce. These job cuts are a direct consequence of the Trump administration's aggressive pursuit of a smaller federal government, a policy spearheaded by the so-called Department of Government Efficiency. This initiative has resulted in a sweeping mandate ordering agencies to dismiss almost all probationary employees who haven't yet secured civil service protection. The timing of these layoffs is particularly controversial, occurring despite assurances given earlier in the month to IRS employees involved in the crucial 2025 tax season. These employees were informed that they would be ineligible for a buyout offer from the Trump administration until mid-May, well after the taxpayer filing deadline, a decision that raises serious questions about the administration's priorities and the potential impact on the efficient processing of tax returns. The IRS, a vast organization with approximately 90,000 employees nationwide according to the most recent data, is comprised of a diverse workforce. A significant portion of its employees are people of color, constituting 56% of the total workforce, while women represent a substantial 65%. These statistics underscore the potential for these layoffs to disproportionately impact already underrepresented groups within the agency. The ramifications of these job losses extend beyond immediate economic hardship for the affected individuals. They threaten to disrupt the IRS's operational capacity, potentially leading to delays and inefficiencies in processing tax returns and providing taxpayer services. This disruption could have far-reaching consequences for individuals and businesses alike, potentially exacerbating already existing challenges in navigating the complex tax system. Beyond the planned layoffs, the Trump administration's plans for the IRS extend to a controversial proposal involving the deployment of IRS personnel to the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. In a letter sent earlier this month, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem formally requested the loan of IRS employees from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to bolster the ongoing immigration enforcement efforts. This request highlights a concerning trend of diverting resources from vital public services, such as tax administration, to support increasingly stringent immigration policies. The potential impact of this deployment on the IRS's ability to fulfill its core mission is significant, raising concerns about whether the agency will have the necessary staff to effectively handle the demands of the upcoming tax season and beyond. The allocation of IRS employees to immigration enforcement raises concerns about the prioritization of resources and the potential for further strain on an already overburdened agency. The confluence of layoffs and the proposed deployment to DHS paints a grim picture for the IRS and its employees. The timing of these actions, particularly in the lead-up to the tax deadline, raises serious concerns about their impact on the efficiency and effectiveness of tax administration. The disproportionate effect on probationary employees and the potential for increased workload on remaining staff create a precarious situation. Furthermore, the transfer of employees to DHS undermines the IRS's capacity to perform its core functions, potentially leading to long-term consequences for taxpayers and the integrity of the tax system. The administration's justification for these actions, rooted in the pursuit of a smaller federal government, appears to come at the expense of the effectiveness and efficiency of a vital government agency, leaving taxpayers and the agency's employees facing significant uncertainty and potential hardship. The long-term consequences of these decisions remain to be seen, but the current trajectory suggests a potentially serious weakening of a crucial component of the nation's fiscal infrastructure.